Phyrexia All will be one will be released in a couple of days, and with it, new commons will be added to Pauper. Today, we're going to look at the top 10 cards that, in my opinion, have the potential to see play in the format. Crawling Chorus is very similar to Doom Traveler, as both leave a creature behind when they die. They can see play in mono-white aggro builds or some also sacrifice decks that may want the extra body. Number 9. Contagious Borak is a 3-mana beast that can pseudo-tutor for lands from the top 4 cards of your library. Or, if you don't like that, you can proliferate all kinds of counters instead. Speaking of tutors, Mirkin Smith is a solid one that can search for any mirror from your deck. I can see it being played on Extron as a combo enabler for Mirror Retriever, or in some version of Affinity where it can tutor for Mirror Enforcer. Next on the list is Ichor Synthizer, a creature that can be an unblockable 3/3 on decks with cantrips like Terror decks, or some other ones that involve Killing Fiend and cheap removal spells like Lightning Bolt. Number 6 is Spheres. While they are not particularly great, it's nice to have other options for lands, as I can see some being used in decks like Boros or even slower green strategies. Next is Experimental Augury, a card that I am excited to pair with Steady Progress and cards with counters like Depletion Lands or creatures that get counters naturally, such as Quandrix Pledge Mage. They also open the door for some strategies that currently need to be better supported, such as Blue Infect. Number 4 is Vraska's Fall. Note that from here on, I will value cards that give poison counters very highly, as they open the doors to newer strategies involving them. As far as the card goes, it's a dysenetic effect already. Speaking of removal, Annihilating Glare can go in decks that already use cards like Blood Fountain, Deadly Dispute, and Ichor Wellspring as part of their main plan, and also opens the door to not very well explored archetypes like mono black decks using Cauldron Familiar, Golden Egg, and the recently introduced Emergency Wild. Infectious Inquiry gets the second spot, as it enables black decks to get some card advantage while finishing your opponents off. I can see it mainly on mono black infect decks that can rise in popularity, or some blue-black control decks that can use it with our number 1 card of the set, Prologue to Pyresis. This cheap instant can be used as a way to close games, and it's the card that has the most potential to get built around. You can throw in some of the cards that I've already mentioned to build a pseudo-control deck, whose main condition can be poison counters. However, the most popular interaction that I can see it with are the ones involving Ghostly Flicker and creatures like Anarchomancer to win the game in 5 iterations. Tron decks and familiar decks are the main ones that can abuse it, but there is also the possibility that new combo decks can also emerge, like when it happened back when Chatterstorm was introduced in the format.
Now, if you're new to Pauper and want to test other cool decks, click into that playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.